I had to.
Mine's a hard
Oh, well,
one.
this, I very much took my time on that one since it would be seen elsewhere.
Forever in
Our grocery list, my husband's like, what does this say?
That's why
what do we
that's why I
need?
have mine in text, because it's just otherwise you
I was
couldn't
gonna
read
say grocery list.
it. More and more. we're
Some things I
forgetting
like
how to
old
write.
school, some good old pen and paper.
Yep.
I think it's understood they don't teach cursive writing
Isn't that crazy?
at all.
They do not. Or manners or work ethic.
You can stop right there. You can stop right
Stop
there.
right there.
Right.
At the risk of sounding like one of those
We
old
teach
people.
that, but the, yeah, the
Yeah.
schools do
The
not
schools
teach
are
that.
involved in that.
Yes.
I think I'm happy.
Focus is there.
I think I'm happy.
This might be a different approach to go with the stories. Huh?
Yeah, well, we only have one camera that way, but that's for your phone.
I love it. No, I
Right.
love it.
Oh.
I'll roll it all
Mobile-friendly.
into the
So it's
same
phone
mic so
side?
far, that's
Okay.
why. The camera, the mic we put you on are red, kill all other mics. I'll get a quick listen to you just so that we feel safe. All the rest, well, you're fortunate you came in first because all the hullabaloo was about you. It'll be
That's my favorite word.
Be
Hullabaloo.
Hullabaloo.
What a hullabaloo.
what a hullabaloo. Could I ask you, Lauren, to count 5 for me?
1, 2, 3,
That's good
4,
enough. I
5.
believe
All
between
right.
that and your claim to be a college graduate that you could make it the rest of the way, so.
I've got my degree on my wall. I'll send you a picture.
Oh, they didn't bring the degrees?
Okay, you go ahead and and just hold that right there for about 5 to 10 seconds. And we're good to go.
Beautiful.
At your leisure, sir.
All right. Well, thank you. All right, Lauren. Let's start off with an easy question for you. Remember, you're going to look at me.
Excellent. Okay, yes, yes, yes.
Tell me a little bit about your experience at Michigan State.
Well, Michigan State is, wait, hold on, stop. I started with
That's all
Nix.
right. The idea behind this question.
I'll
is,
clip anything.
Okay,
before.
off to a good start.
The idea behind this question is, you know, at some point you had, how did it feel being on campus?
Yep.
Did you have a special professor? That kind of stuff. So whatever,
Yep.
I mean, whatever comes to mind. So let's try it again. Tell me about your experience at Michigan State.
My experience at Michigan State was amazing. Overall, obviously they're a really good academic school. I wasn't always super focused on the academics, but the social pieces were just amazing. My freshman year, I loved living in the dorm. I made some lifelong friends there, got randomly paired with some suite mates who we chose to move on and live with each other again the next year. And there's always something going on, you know, in the rooms, on the floors, like, hey, anybody want to play euchre? Anybody want, you know, Friends, a new episode is on. Does anybody want to come, you know, watch it in our suite? And so just things like that, even outside of class, were really awesome to do.
Great. Do you have, tell me about maybe one of your favorite places or landmarks or anything on campus that comes to mind or that you enjoyed, you know, hanging out at, or that literally comes to mind when you think of Michigan State.
One of my favorite places was the courtyard between Wonders and Wilson and Case. You know, on a nice day, go put a blanket out there, just kind of study, and you know, you have friends walking to and from, going to their classes, coming back, especially in the spring as everyone's coming out of the cold winter and we get, you know, you get one 55-degree day. You have everybody out there walking in shorts and flip-flops, and you know, one person's out there on a blanket and they see it, and then all of a sudden you have 50 people out there, just some people throwing a football, bouncing around a volleyball, others studying, trying to get work done, but just the ambiance and the atmosphere of the courtyard, like of all places, was just awesome. You always run into people you know, and everybody's doing things.
Right. You're very active with the local alumni club, and obviously that has presented a special connection. But was there a moment post MSU, once you left campus, where you felt that connection and that was enough of an impact to get you even more engaged?
Once I graduated Michigan State, I moved out to Los Angeles for about 5 years. I did an internship, and there was actually a fellow Spartan in the internship program, so that was super awesome. And then that was a really good experience, and I ended up staying out there for about 5 years. There's an alumni club out there that You honestly would go to watch a football game at a local establishment and you would think that you were in the state of Michigan with just how rowdy people get and how much everybody is cheering for state 2,000 miles away from home. So that was really cool just to, no matter where you are, there's always Spartans. They're always, they find each other and it's just, you may not have all the same interests, but you're a Spartan, so you just automatically gravitate to each other and you like each other.
Love it. Can you tell me how Michigan State prepared you for your current career?
Let's see. Well, I did not, this doesn't go in, but I did comm arts and now I'm in accounting, so that wasn't really fully.
If there was a transition, that's fine too. Remember, we're gonna edit this out, so.
Having a degree from Michigan State, I believe, allowed me probably to get my foot in the door, for an interview for positions, maybe more so than not having that on there.
Okay. Why are you so involved with the West Michigan alumni club, so much so that you are now leading the club? What is that connection that got you there?
Obviously, I'm a grown-up, I have a job, I have a family. I am passionate about my family, my job, maybe not so much, but I am passionate about MSU. If there's something in my downtime or like a hobby, a lot of those are related to MSU. We'll still go back for football games, go back for basketball games, take the kids, take the family, meet up with old roommates and lifelong friends that I've made there. So even just as a part of my day-to-day life, Michigan State is still very ingrained in that. And being in Grand Rapids, only an hour from campus, there are several, 32,000 alumni over here. And so it's really cool. No matter where you go, you're gonna see Spartans, and it's really easy to kind of get us all together, just to get together to works of service, watch parties, family events, like just there's Spartans all over. And I guess leading the alumni club is I get to put a little bit of my spin and a little more influence on what things we can do to help and give back and where we can go, and just, endless.
Let's dig a little deeper on the why behind you are focused on MSU when you do have some time, whether it's the club or.
You need to step back and not step on
Oh, got it.
That makes the camera do that.
All right, why do I love MSU?
Yeah, so some of you don't, some of the time away, you focus on family, but you said on any given day you spend time on Michigan State. There's got to be something deep between that. Maybe is it Spartan pride? Are you trying to, or maybe go there? What does Spartan pride mean to you?
Granted, there have been some things in Spartan history that maybe aren't the greatest to tag yourself to, but overall, Michigan State is an amazing establishment, great academics, great athletics for the most part. It ebbs and flows, but just they're always doing so many great things. That's fine.
I don't have any water up here, I'm sorry.
We're good, you're good. Go ahead.
Michigan State is just always doing great, amazing things, so that I have a lot of pride being that I graduated from there and being able to say that I'm a Spartan. There's not anywhere that I go where I'm afraid to wear a Michigan State anything. I would walk into Ann Arbor and, hey guys, I'm proud.
Let me, if I were to say to you that one of the goals and one of the, actually, excuse me, one of the results of your work with the club is promoting the mission of Michigan State. What does that mean to you?
I believe the mission of Michigan State is, honestly, what we're campaigning right now, like an uncommon will and making a better world. There's just a lot of, so many great things that they're doing. Again, just in academics and research and all over the country. And, Spartans, they go here, but then they graduate and they end up all over the place and continue to do all these great things in all their new environments and just spreading the accomplishment everywhere.
Okay, let me qualify that a little more. How do you and the club, so think about promoting the Michigan State,
Okay.
the mission of Michigan State.
Okay.
How do you and the club do that? In other words, what is it that you're doing to promote Michigan State, to support Michigan State? That's what I'm looking for. Does that make sense? Because you do a lot of different events and activities, and you're doing them for a reason, because somehow they're all tied back to Michigan State.
Okay.
Right, so if you can kind of think that way. So when you think about how is it that you and the club help, and maybe you personally, because you do a lot as president, how are you helping promote the mission of Michigan State?
As an alumni club, we want to send local high school students to Michigan State. We want them to choose to go there, so we do have some scholarships, and when we do fundraising, when we do events, that all goes towards that and towards helping local high school students be able to go to Michigan State.
Okay, I'm gonna throw you one last question.
Okay.
And I want you to just kind of think about it, because I want you to dig a little deeper as to why, given the time commitment it takes, why were you so interested and are currently the club leader? So I want you to think personally, what do you get out of it, type of thing? Does that make sense? What do you get out of it? Right?
I mean, I don't. Give me some
Well,
suggestions.
you're not getting paid.
What
right?
I know.
You're not getting
Oh,
paid.
correct.
So why do you do it? Because it's a time commitment. I know because you and I text each other
Yes.
late, early morning and late night, and
Yes.
you're always working. So why do you do it?
Honestly, if I was going to give my time to anything, like between parenting and full-time job and this being a volunteer role, if there's added stress that I need to take on, it would be to go towards Michigan State. Anything to just help get local people together, to support it, to help our community, and also give back to Michigan State in the process.
And you feel really strongly about that.
I feel really strongly about Michigan State.
No, I mean, I'm not BS here. What you're talking to him about, you're divvying up all your time. You feel really proudly about that. And I think it goes to that pride. Those first couple of years on campus, man,
Yes.
they aren't the best, right? They're like, who am I? Do I fit in here? What am I doing? And then there's that moment where all of a sudden you are where you're supposed to be. Take me to that pride.
Don't overthink it.
I am.
Take me to that pride.
Okay, let me share a real quick. Let me share this real quick. And then
Okay. I like how you said you would pipe in if we weren't getting
I
it.
said I would.
Yeah, I'm trying to connect.
There have been instances where, because on any given day I'm wearing MSU, you've seen it, right? I
Yep,
rarely am
yep.
not, every day. And I have been, there are people that obviously have no clue that have said to me, after a loss, after something that happened at Michigan State, someone will say to me, aren't you embarrassed to wear Michigan State? And my response is very simple, always the same. Always the same. Disappointed? Sometimes. Embarrassed? Never. So kind of think that way. What is it that, that's kind of, when you dig deep like that? Because I would venture to say your response will be the same. You may be disappointed or frustrated,
Yeah.
but you're never going to be embarrassed about Michigan State.
I'm trying to get you to go back to that moment where you were like, holy crap.
There are
we
so
got
many
money here.
moments.
Well, then maybe that's the point. They build on each other. Maybe it wasn't one moment.
Whether it was,
Can you describe the source of your pride? What in your heart drove that?
Honestly, the time that I spent at Michigan State, just the best years of my life, just meeting lifelong friends. And then as we grow up, we're getting our kids together, taking them to Michigan State events. When I think of what I do for Michigan State now and when I go back there now, most of it is driven from just what a great experience I had there.
See, and that's the stuff.
Whew!
one last thing. I'll do a couple takes of Go Green when you're ready. Say it with emotion whenever you're ready.
Go green.
One more time.
Go green.
I'm gonna get a go white, and then you can put a bunch of those back to back.
Oh, yeah.
When you're ready.
Go white.
One more.
Go white.
There we go.
Now you can say go green. She can say go white. You just gotta make some-
Well, yeah, get all
Love
of us.
it.
All right,
I'm done?
do not walk out.